The reason why you keep losing every single trade or you're going through a lot of losses isn't because your strategy doesn't work. It's because your psychology and your mind isn't that of what a trader's needs to be. And the reason why you think it's strategy is because 99% of all the information and all of the videos on YouTube are all about these mythical, golden, crazy strategies that will give you a 99% win rate, make you $5,000 in a day, you know, whatever it might be. And that's what they focus on, and that's what they sell you. And then 9 times out of 10, there's a course at the end that will make you this 99% win rate trader. But all it is just a sales funnel to sell you a course. And videos about psychology, they don't sell as well. You know, people want that, you know, get rich quick overnight. They want to make money right now, and they want to make $5,000 a day because that stuff's enticing. And when I started, that's all I watched. All I'd be watching is, how can I make $5,000 a day? How can I make $10,000 a day? Like, all these videos are great and all, like, oh cool, I can make this much money, but none of them tell you how to manage risk. None of them tell you how to deal with the mental side of things when your trade's in a little bit of drawdown and the market's, you know, going against you, and you're in that position, but you're scared that the market's going to reverse on you and you want to close out your position early so you can secure profits, or, you know, prices in drawdown, it's nearly your stop loss, so you're pulling your stop loss lower and lower and lower. Like, none of those videos tell you how to handle trading when you are actually trading. All it does is tell you you can make $5,000 a day. Like, it doesn't even tell you, hey, you actually need an account size of, you know, $500,000 to be able to risk 1 to 2%, to be able to manage risk correctly, to be able to make this much money in a day. Because that's not going to sell. Because someone will go, oh, well, I don't have $500,000, so I can't make $5,000 a day, so I'm not going to buy their course. But they leave that part out because they're trying to funnel you through to buy the course on how to make XYZ a day. But even if you, let's just say, even if you just buy this course, for example, and even if you implement this strategy, and then you sit there and you wonder why you still are not profitable and why you keep having losses, it's because it's nothing to do with the strategy. Like, trading is all a mental game. Like, anyone can press buy or sell on a chart, but it takes a trader to be able to press buy when the market's roaring down and it's about to hit his support zone. So, you know, he's got to press buy and, you know, hold a trade when it's in drawdown without closing early, or let it hit the stop loss without pulling it lower and lower and lower because he can't be wrong. Like, that is a whole different game. And the reason why that is so important is because even when you become profitable, it doesn't go away. Like, becoming profitable is one thing. Staying profitable, now that's another thing, because you can become profitable for like a week or a day and then become unprofitable. Staying profitable is on another level, because the emotions don't go away. And you see all this stuff online, it's like, trade like a robot, be emotionless. That stuff's not going away. You're gonna deal with those forever. And when you are profitable, you know, and you're slowly increasing your margin size and you're increasing and your trades are getting bigger, like, those emotions are going to intensify. You know, if you think $100 loss hurts or is scary, like, imagine, you know, doing a 1,000 or a 10,000 or even $100,000, you know, potential loss. Like, that stuff's like on another level, and it gets more and more intense. So when you first start trading, stop watching the videos. Like, stop watching all those videos promising you riches beyond your wildest dreams, you know, straight away with this course. Like, that stuff will not benefit you whatsoever. All that does is pay for his Lambo that he's telling you he got with trading. Because that's how they get it. It's from selling these courses to you to then pay for that and then sell you on a lifestyle that you've paid for. You need to focus, when you start trading, on psychology. Like, start reading books, start learning about how you react to certain situations. Like some great books off the top of my head. There's a book called The Chimp Paradox, which is a really good book. Another one, Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. I think this is like a classic. The Psychology of Money. The Best Losers Win. That's another great one, because to be a great trader, you need to become a great loser, because throughout your trading career, you will constantly lose. And don't take this the wrong way when I say it. The best traders will have like 60, 70% win rate. So that means that 40 to 30% of the time, you're still wrong. Even if you're a multi-million-dollar trader, or you're making, 10 grand a year from trading, or you're making, just a couple $100,000 from trading, you're still wrong 30 to 40% of the time. And you need to get very, very good at losing, because all you're going to do as a trader is try to avoid loss. And trying to avoid losses is going to cause you more loss, because you'll be making very, very bad, poor decisions trying to protect yourself, and your ego is going to get in the way, and it's going to cause you to close trades early. It's going to cause you to hold on to losers for longer, because you don't want to hit your stop loss. So your wins might be this big, but your losses are this big, and you're just going to chew through money and burn through money. So you need to get very, very good at losing. Very good at losing. Winning in trading is easy. Like a good trade, yep, cool. But drawdown, a losing trade, or even like a row of losses, now that's hard. That's hard to deal with, and that's what will make or break traders. And that's when traders really, really do strive, because they pick themselves up and they keep going and they keep executing their strategy, even if they've had 4 losses in a row. They just keep executing their strategy, because that's what they do. And they let probabilities play out over time. And that's what trading is. It's just probabilities and your edge playing out over time, so that overall you win a little bit more than what you lose. So that's why psychology is so important, and that's why I talk about psychology so much. Like, yes, I talk about some trading stuff, like, my support and resistance, strategy, but like, it's a simple strategy, it's basic, it's easy for me to do. But even with that strategy, like, that's still hard to enter. Like, sometimes like prices coming down and I still be like, ooh, I feel a bit worried about entering. Like, but that's just normal. Like, that's just literally normal. And I just pre-plan it so that I, have less decisions to make when the time comes. So when you are circling back to psychology again, like for tips on how to overcome it and what you should be focusing on, is focus on what you feel like are your biggest vices when it comes to trading. Like for me personally, I was so scared. I would freak out about entering into a position, because prior to that, I was watching those videos. I was trying to take every single move that I could in the market, and I would lose money. And then it kind of like left me like paralyzed, because I was scared to lose money, because I was over leveraging, over margining, and then I was at a point where like one trade would blow my account. So after I went through that phase, I ended up being so scared to enter that I would miss out on really good moves, and then the next trade I'd be like, okay, I'll just take it, and then I'll take it and it'll go against me, and then I'll get scared again, miss all the moves, and then I'll take like a poor setup, because I'm like, get the courage up, I'm like, I'll just take it, and it ended up going against me every single time. So when you're dealing with your psychology, when you sit down on the charts, jot down, journal down how you feel. Like, are you more of someone who's a FOMO trader? Are you someone who revenge trades? Or are you someone who gets analysis paralysis? Or are you someone who overtrades? Like, whatever it might be, because that is literally the hurdle that is standing in the way between you being profitable and you being unprofitable. It's got nothing to do with your strategy. Your strategy isn't the problem. You are the problem. You are the problem. You always will be. It's you versus you. And you need to get out of your own way. And to get out of your own way, you need to know what it is that you're, why you're standing in your own way. And when you do find that out, like, if you're an overtrader, stay off the charts, set alerts. If you're a revenge trader, have something in place that like gives you a bit of a reset, so that when you go away, you can come back with a clear mind. Or if you're someone who FOMO's in, like pre-plan your trades where you would enter, so then that way you don't feel like you've missed the move. Write down a checklist of like your entry criteria, and if it's all met, then you enter, and if it doesn't meet up, then just don't enter. Like, but it's not going to be super easy. Like, it's going to take time, and you are going to slip up. Like, there's going to be times where you're going to slip up and you're going to break your rules, and you might take 4 steps forward and then 2 steps back, or whatever it might be. But trading is a marathon. It's not a sprint. And even when you become profitable, it still takes time, and you still have to work on it every single day, because the stakes get bigger and the emotions run higher. Like, they're heightened with more money that you use. So you've got to learn how to deal with that and how to work alongside yourself to overcome it. You're not going to get rid of those emotions. You're not going to become this like robotic trader or whatever it is that you think you need to be. You don't need to do any of that stuff. You just need to focus on how you can overcome the issues that you struggle with the most in trading. Like I said, for me, it was fear. And I took the time to go back, and I lowered my margin, I lowered my leverage, and I did it at a level that didn't feel scary if I lost it. I thought, okay, cool, I can lose like 50 trades in a row and it won't matter to me. So that's sort of how I shifted it. And I would also pre-plan trades. So I would pre-plan the trade, this is where I'd enter, and I would set a limit order, and I would set my stop loss, and I'd set my take profit, and then I would walk away and I would just leave it, because I know I would be too scared to, in action, like if it comes to, prices here and I've got a market order, I just couldn't do it. I knew I couldn't do it. So find out what it is that is in the way for you, build a plan on how to overcome it, and just work with your strategy and just keep executing over and over again. You don't need a new strategy. You don't need to keep watching videos. You just need to work on your mind 1% better every single day. I'll see you on the next one.